right out of them.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll run with Cook. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Snap comes at 1, and it's Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary, 60 yards. And the Bills are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Cousins. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Cousins lets it fly for Thielen. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. That's a heck of a way to convert on 3rd and long, and he showed a lot of trust in his receiver.
And that trust was justified because he went up and got the football and converted on a down you shouldn't. 3rd and long like that, that's supposed to be an incompletion at the least.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. On 2nd and 12, Cousins. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up 3rd down now. 7-7, our score after 1. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Cousins to throw for it on 4th. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed 4th down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too.
On 1st down, they'll start out with Singletary. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd and a couple, Allen. And it's intercepted. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
First down, here's the run with Cook. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Again, it's Cook. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Dalvin Cook with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings have moved out in front. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack. And you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line. And he's able to take it into the end zone.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. McKenzie now from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster. To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now Allen off the bootleg. And And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. First down, here's Cousins. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Bills are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
A throw left. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone came around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. They'll run on first down with Singletary. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Allen's throw going to be caught by Davis. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing now is Allen. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one good for 37 yards.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam, but notice how he keeps his head on a swivel looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
They'll run for it with Cook, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook. It's a 1-yard touchdown run, and the Bills are an extra point away from capturing the lead. And it's no good. He missed it, and the game remains tied. Oh, boy. All square now at 13-all as he sends this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
On 2nd and 10, Cousins, and this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to. Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
That's to his running back, complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
Brandon, I have one word for you after that completion for a first down.
Lucky?
Analytics.
Well, the analytics say you punt the football there.
So we're changing to analytics as we go, right? What a big-time play for them, and really took a big-time chance.
Yeah, big-time first-half chance. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. To the air again, it's Cousins. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he'll wind up getting this to the 32. A play that started at the 16, and that's how many yards they get. First down from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Cousins. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And complete right side to Cook. Touchdown! Dalvin Cook on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Vikings have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Joseph connects on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And you wonder if with Allen's arm, they might just take their chances by dialing up a long one. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. A final shot before half for Allen. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. McKenzie will not return this, and it will be brought out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. But, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Allen now looks to throw.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Setting up the screen for Cook. And some room to roam now. And now the rookie's free. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. James Cook, he scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bills come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will tie things at 20 all. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the 3rd as they have their first possession of this 2nd half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a first down on that last catch as well.
Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his one-on-two matchup.
Cousins gives way to Cook.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 31-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
A great job there, and that old cliche, taking what the defense gives you, comes right into play. Nothing too out of the ordinary about the throw. Just a little dump off over the middle. But what is out of the ordinary is what he did with it after the catch. Not only did he grab the ball, but how about the significant yardage he picked up after he pulled it in.
And he's got it down to the 28. On 2nd down, it's Cook again.
And he'll be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 23. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Cousins.
Smith brings it in, going across the middle.
Touchdown, Vikings. Herb Smith Jr. from 17 yards out. And the Vikings are going to take the lead.
So this game tied at the half, but we are tied no more. A touchdown there on the opening sequence of this 3rd quarter.
And what a great drive put together by their offensive coordinator. He had a plan, and they executed it almost to perfection, coming right out of the locker room. Now they're feeling good about their chances here in the 2nd half.
And Can you believe it? He misses another one, his third so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
McKenzie now from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Allen. It's complete. He dials up Davis once more. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. On play action, Allen.
He's got room at the 30, and he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Allen off the play fake. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Buffalo. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4.
Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. We got three, fellas. We got three.
On the counter, this is Singletary. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. The left side caught by Diggs. Touchdown, Bills.
Allen on target there to Stephon Diggs. And the Bills are an extra point away from going back on top here in the 4th.
And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Brought down by Ed Oliver.
Nice chunky yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. To throw is Cousins. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football.
Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Majors used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. So stuffed from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
Hines is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Hines again. But he will lose yardage here as they knock him back to the 3.
4th down now after a loss of 2.
And I don't think there should be much of a discussion here, but you know how I am. You kick the football, you take the lead. How bold do you want to be in this situation, though?
Allen going to go on 4th down. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
An incompletion there on 4th and goal from the 3. And the Vikings, they come up big down near the goal line. So they pass on the chance to kick the go-ahead field goal, and that may be one they're going to regret big time.
And I think the head coach is going to have some splaining to do, right? Because in this situation, you kick the field goal to give yourself that chance at victory. By going for it, maybe you're saying you don't trust your field goal kicker, or maybe he knows something we don't. Maybe the kicker's hurt. So there'll be a lot of questions at the post-game press conference.
Makes the rest of this 4th quarter and the rest of this game very interesting.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Cousins. Pass complete. It's Hockenson.
And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the 1st. Now Cousins.
That's complete. It's Cook.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Obviously a big 1st down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get up to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it, but they've got to continue to move quickly.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Cousins to throw. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Yeah, once more, strong running. Excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Cousins. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down.
Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Lets it fly for Thielen. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds apparently, so that's just going to be an incompletion. Here's Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
And here's Ryan Wright now.
And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The
Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So all eyes now on Tyler Bass. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And that is no good. No good. Wide to the left. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth. So the Vikings going to get the first chance to possess the football as we are back underway here in overtime. Nwangu now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, but he opted for the touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Again, it's Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 61 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. They go with the ground game, pick up the first, now in plus territory.
And that changes the whole mentality of a play caller, doesn't it? Once they cross the 50, they feel like they're in the strike zone. All right, you don't have to be in the red zone to take those big shots downfield or go after the end zone. Right now, that might be available to him.
And now this first drive in OT continues. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. The first throw in overtime now for Cousins. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmys and the Joes.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. 11 yards there on the touchdown run. Joseph on for the extra point. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. McKenzie now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Singletary to get the drive started. He'll get this to the 24, and it's second down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Back to the ground, this time Cook. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. What can Allen do now with his drive? And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Allen. And that's complete to Davis. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. So it's a win for the Vikings, and it was Kirk Cousins, the veteran, who really led the way.
Yeah, the numbers don't jump off the page, but he was a steady influence back there. He had a couple of touchdown passes on the afternoon. His guys rallied around him, and they're going to come away victorious.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long from Buffalo.